morning. Let's shuffle the cards and see. What do you think, Mr. Max? See what the spiritual life message topic is today. I see you, Mr. Max. He's funny. Okay, so what do we have today? It is, pull the top card, Wishful Expectations. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. Okay. Wishful expectations, smoke and mirrors. She does not look comfortable at all. Okay. So, wishful expectations. You know, when one is living their life and they have, expectations, I want it to be this way. And when it's not, you could get reactive, or you get morose, or you get, deflecting, and, whatever your way of dealing with having missed expectations, is that, part of the life experience is we have to be accepting of what comes and use it to our advantage, rather than, because the left-handed blessings, these are the ones that come out of the unfulfilled wishful expectations, okay? And I call them left-handed blessings because these are the ones that cause you to dig deeper. These are the ones that begin to cause you to question. These are the ones that begin to hopefully have you begin to look for either God or go deeper within to find out what's taking place, okay? So, a lot of people, they'll join a path because they have this expectation that, if I acknowledge God, then God's going to be a big Santa Claus and give me whatever I wish, because he's going to be so enamored that I am following him, but no. God is not enamored when you decide you're going to search and try to find out, what is God? Who is God? What is this? This doesn't exist, so people have this idea that if they get on a spiritual path, that it's going to be the yellow brick road, and, things are going to all of a sudden magically happen for them. And when it doesn't, they get disappointed. And, and like I tell people from the start, the spiritual path is not an easy thing. You can pick a hard way or you can pick a harder way. But it's never going to be this yellow brick road of having wands and you're going to wave your wand and get exactly what you want, whenever you want it, etc., etc. Okay? The difficult times, or the difficult things one is dealing with in their life, your emotional dramas, upheavals, all of these types of things give you a jumping off point to begin to go deeper, to delve deeper, to question. And if you are going the path of you want to reach to non-duality, etc., then you go into this searching. And like I say, whatever is transient is not the eternal is. Okay? Whatever is changeable about you is not the eternal is. That is part of the persona. That is part of the makeup of your storyline that you've gathered and collected. Maybe you are trying to enhance or you're fighting against, whichever direction one is going, okay? So a big part of it, the journey is being able to witness, coming to a place where you can watch your actions, watch the emotions, watch how these things are fueling the next thought, okay? It takes observation. You observe, where do the thoughts come from? Where do they go to? Okay? When you have a thought, how does it affect an emotion? And then how does that emotion affect the physical form? And when you have that emotion, that thought, how do you connect it to a storyline? Okay? So a lot of the path is about observation, questioning, neti, not this, whatever is changeable, whatever is that is not the divine is. Neti, not this, not this, not this, not this. And it takes very deep introspection to break through those things. Okay. Part of life is learning to go with the flow and honoring what comes. Okay. Now, like I said, everything is not going to be a big goody grab bag, because God is so enamored that you're going to try to, ask for aid or ask for help, or, most people when they go to God, it's like, gimme, please, I want. Okay. Rather than learning to go with the flow of the universe, okay? If you see animals, they're not gimme. They accept what comes, and, they're so forgiving, so loving. They could have been in an abusive thing. They come out of it, and then they are so grateful, gratitude, loving life. When somebody takes them out of an abusive situation and gives them that freedom and things, they're wonderful, and they can provide so many lessons for people, okay, that they're loving and they're giving, and they are, they appreciate whatever you do for them. So again, part of the path is about observation. If you want to get to self-realization, moksha, liberation, you want to get to those places, it takes coming to the point where that ego self dismantles into the divine is. And the only way that happens is if one is questioning. Ramana gave who am I to hold to that, but I've changed that a bit. I say, what is this I? Because if you go, who am I, then people want to try to layer on, I'm a teacher, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a male, I'm a female, and that's not what it's about. What is this I? What is constructing? What is holding this identification into place? And again, whatever is transient is not the eternal divine is. What is this I is looking at what is constructing and holding into place ego. What is ego? Doesn't mean egotistical. It means this belief that I am a form. I am a transient form and being. I am this body. I am these emotions. I am these thoughts. I am the storyline. Okay, that's ego, belief in that. Okay. So it's about questioning those things. If one sits and again goes into meditation, and I'm not talking about meditation where you're trying to focus on a subject all the time. I'm talking about when one is watching, observing, questioning, to look deeper, what is this I? What makes up this construct? And then when one sees all of those things, one watches how it affects. Where do thoughts come from? Where do they go to? You watch how a thought creates an emotion, how the emotion affects the body, how it makes a surge of adrenaline, how all these things take place, how different thoughts create different emotions, how when you have a thought and then an emotion comes up, then it creates another thought. and how these things link up to a storyline, okay? So you begin to question those things. That's how you get to the depths of the illusions of truth, the things that keep you bound, which are illusions, okay? They're only things that you have adopted and hold into place, okay? So again, the big part of the path is about, when you are having wishful expectations. A lot of people, like I say, go on the path because they want to control. I want more power. I want to, be able to make my ego life better. I want to, again, be able to control it. Okay? But that's not going to bring you to liberation. Okay? Because you will find that your wishful expectations are not going to be met. Okay, but these are open doors for one to really begin their journey in depth and looking and finding out what's there, and just as importantly, what's not there. Okay, it's a big part of the journey, what's not there. The things you've believed yourself to be, which through this self-inquiry, self-discovery, questioning, looking, observing, you find out what you're not. You are not this physical form. You are not these thoughts. You are not these emotions. You are that divine spirit. You are that divine part of that divine is. Okay? But the knowledge of that only comes when one is taking the journey and diving very deep into these questions and observations. So what we give as a teacher, give ways to begin to settle yourself, to still yourself, how to observe, how to question, how to move forward, okay? So that one can encounter those depths rather than what most ego personifications do, which is try to run away. They don't want to be alone. They don't want to encounter their thoughts. They want to go party. They want to go do some activity, something that takes their mind off of it so they don't have to look at it. So if you're constantly running away, wanting to find some diversion to get yourself caught up with, then you're not going to find that divine, that peace which passes understanding, okay? That pearl of great price, okay? The pearls of great price come out of what? Irritations and suffering, okay? That's what a pearl is made up of, the irritations and sufferings, okay? And they create this nacre to try to get away from it, this beautiful fantasy land to try to get away from it, okay? But we can use these pearls if we stop running away, okay? And we actually look at these irritations and follow them back and find out, why is it such a big irritation, okay? What's going on? Why is it causing this knee-jerk emotion? Why is it causing this reaction, okay? Is it really that, important or that explosive, or, what is it touching? When you're having a knee-jerk reaction to something, what is it touching about your ideology that you don't want touched? Okay? So again, this is part of the path, that happens. Like I say, a lot of people join a path because they want to have more power, more control, so that they can create the universe that they want to create. They want to have it. But if you do the path and you get to realization, you find out the universe is quite fine, and it operates much better when one is not attempting to try to control it, okay? Okay? When one can learn to honor what's there rather than try to manipulate it, can go with the flow rather than try to divert it and make it something other than what it is, okay? When one is willing to take a chance and go down some new avenue, you might find it opens a whole new world, okay, of exploration, a beauty of something to encounter and experience, okay? So much love and light. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.